Morning, Bobber. Let me share with you a episode this early morning, and I talk something about my reading reading experience. All right, reading comment. I woke up at about 2:30 this morning. Yeah, a.m. 2:30 a.m. So, because what? Because I cannot breathe very smoothly because the electric fan stopped. So I know, oh, the electricity cut. But not because of the area they got a shortage, no. Only this apartment, because I'm sharing this apartment with the three neighbors. Yeah, I have another three neighbors, a young man. They each have a small single room without toilet. Only my room, there's a toilet inside. Okay, so after entering the summer season, this kind of thing happen quietly because usually we just storage some money. Yeah, everybody shares money about 50 yuan, something like that per month to save in the elastic number, right? So just like Indonesia. So if it's and the number inside the electricity box, if it's finished, you cut automatically, so you have to input again, right? In your language is pusa, yeah. So this is the way of how to operate here. uh, During this winter season or the spring season, I think we don't use a lot of electricity, so usually 550 yuan per month is enough. And usually there's a guy who paid the first, yeah, and he informs everybody in the apartment when we send him the money, yeah, online. Usually that's the way because they're all young men. I'm the only old man. In fact, I'm not allowed to stay here. I use your brother's name. He arranged all this because it's easy, right? And I think it's okay to stay with the young people. So I have a close look and to study them, right? To get contact with them. I think it's nice. It's better to stay alone, right? Yeah. But I don't talk with them, to avoid some problems. And after this summer season came, it's gonna be 1 or 2 weeks later. They got a shot. It got cut. But my strategy is I wait. I prefer to wait. They buy the money, and they inform me, inform your brother, and he paid the rest. Yeah. So the early morning they got electricity cut because they usually they stay with their girlfriend. They're all young couples, three young couples there. So they must open the air condition. Yeah. For me, I'm old. I if under 28 degrees centigrade, it's 27, right? Usually I don't open air condition. I prefer to fan. I prefer to open the windows. So I prefer fresh air for old men. Yeah. So I don't feel so hot. But they have because they sleep together, right? Two adults, so they must open the air condition. So they use the electricity. Yeah, cost much more expensive, right? So I think okay. After this happens, I just sleep back and take it easy, and I fall asleep again. It doesn't matter, And as I expected, at about 7 o'clock, because they need the electricity much more than me, right? So they are more urgent to put the money in it, right? So I think so. Yeah. So just now, the electricity resumes, right, as I expected. Okay, I talk about you episode, this accident, because I want to show you as I'm reading the books of Lenin, yeah, the country and the revolution. You always meet the word of 无产阶级, yeah, proletariat, right? So it reminds me of the problem. Who is proletariat now in China, right? So I just give you my personal explanation. I think the people who are sharing the apartment with me, I think they are the proletariat. Yeah. But if you check the Baidu, it give you some formal explanation. It's a political idea, something something. So that's yeah. So what? But I prefer to give you a personal explanation. I think proletariat usually is defined as people who don't own the production material. That's as the theory goes, right? I think it's correct, right? But now is after the new China founded, we don't hear so much, yeah. The idea is lost. Yeah, so maybe you are confused with this kind of idea, right? So I give you my explanation, very easy, right? I think nowadays in China, who are the proletariat? I think the people who don't own a house. Yeah, they are the proletariat, in fact, just like me, right? Why? Because it's if I own a mobile cars, am I can I be classified as a proletariat? I think yes, you are still the proletariat because the cars are not usually are not a tool of making money. Yeah. Expect you're a truck driver, you own a truck. Okay, you use the truck to earn money. Maybe you are not. You are not. I mean the personal private car and when you go to work, this kind of thing, right? So basically speaking, you are still proletariat. And then China because the most expensive thing is the house, right? It's the rooms, right? Apartment. I think these can be classified some asset. Yeah, asset. So if you own these kind of things, you are not a proletariat, theoretically. Yeah, I mean, you see, it's because these young people. But of course, if they share their apartment with me, of course they don't own their house by themselves, and they have to work, and they got limited salary. Yeah, because upfront they are pay the fees of electricity. I know. Now even about 2 or 300 you pay in advance, they cannot afford. So they asked your brother to pay yourself. They give the a number of the electricity office, right? So you just everybody put themselves, pay themselves, right? It means the 200 or 300 yuan for them is a little bit expensive. They don't want to voluntarily to pay first. So it proves at least they are the lowest, they are the proletariat, right? That's one of my thinking today. Okay.